Welcome to In the Shop. I'm Clay, and I'm here this time with my good friend Kevin Davis. And the whole time that I've known Kevin, he's been building a really cool car. So we're lucky today to have him in here to show us in the shop his cool car. So tell us about your car.
This is a 1965 replica car of a 427 Cobra, which is originally developed by Shelby. This is a Factory 5 racing replica. There's several out there. But yeah, we've spent about 6 years finishing this car.
Wow.
And essentially everything you see here came in a big box, like a Lego set, and this is what you end up with.
Wow. So where did you build the car?
In my shop.
In your shop?
Yeah. I've been building cars since I was about 14, and so I always have some sort of project going, and so I knew that I needed the room to build that, so we have a lift in there and have plenty of room to work on it, and so that's how that came about.
Okay.
I drove the car for 2 summers as a shakedown kind of a thing. So before knowing that the body's gonna come back off, and every time it comes off, you have to realign everything.
Okay.
I wanted to shake the car down and make my huge list of things to fix while it was still in gel coat, which means it hadn't had any body work done at that time.
So since you did build this car by yourself, and each car is unique because of the individual that's building it, what are the unique things about this car that stand out for you?
So I ended up trying to make it as clean as possible. So normally there would be hood latches that are on both sides of the front of the hood.
Okay.
So I took those out, those are all molded out, and then I have a quick release hidden hood latch that goes underneath. Normally they would have quick jacks, which are essentially bumpers that they use to lift the car during the races. Those are deleted. Took those out. A lot of the customization came in the way of electrical work. I've got, we live in a very cold area, so I have heated seats in this thing. Put things like chime for the headlights and stuff like that.
So are the wheels to style, or did you select these wheels for the car?
On the original cars, they actually had what are called knockoffs. Instead of lug nuts, you would essentially have one big lug.
Right.
And then the spinners were beaten on and off with a lead hammer.
Well, we all know that the engine is the heart of any car. So I got to see you flip your special lever here.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an acrobatic.
Okay. Oh, very cool. This is its second engine.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. This engine had been on fire and had burned pretty much this whole cowl area. And so I knew
on the other guy's car.
On the other guy's car,
okay.
Right, on the other guy's car. So I knew that, and he was selling it pretty cheap. He basically thought his car was cursed.
Sure.
And so he wanted to get rid of it, and so I ended up buying it from him. And then I took his engine out, put my engine in that car, fixed the bodywork, and ended up selling that car. And the cool thing is I actually paid for most of the project based on that flip, which was a good thing. And I ended up getting an engine that I literally would have never paid for if I had to pay for it, because it's a whole lot of engine.
Wow. So tell me about it. This is unique to me.
Well, basically this is what they refer to as a stacked injection system. Okay. And each carb has its own fuel mixture.
Yeah.
And so you have to set the high needle, low needle, all that stuff. This is fuel injection, just like any modern car. It has a computer in it. And so it's still quite difficult to tune, but it takes the fuel component out of it. When we tune this, you actually have a vacuum gauge that goes over each one to make sure that all the vacuum is the same.
After all is said and done, putting this one in, what power are you getting out of it?
So this is running, we dynoed it. I actually took it to California to get a guy that used to work with Carroll Shelby. And so we put about 400 horsepower to the rear wheels and about 400 foot-pounds of torque, which is
that's incredible.
Which is about perfect according to Carroll Shelby. He used to talk about that 400 number as about right. And we've timed this, and it's somewhere between 3 and 3.5 seconds, 0 to 60 time. So yeah, it's fast enough for me.
Well, cool. Show me the interior. I want to see what you've done in here, because this is all custom too as well.
Right. Everything's 100% hand laid. So this is actually Bentley carpet. I did some wacky things, like I have cup holders and a heater and all that. And I laid out more traditional dash gauges. You know, I have pockets in the doors and some of the modern conveniences. You know, I have interior lights, and these are important. These are 4-point racing harnesses. And then one of my favorite features is this bar that's up front. Call that the holy crap bar.
Yeah. What speed transmission?
It's got a 5-speed. I re-geared it in order to get a little bit more low-end torque.
Sure.
When I originally had the 302.
Okay.
And so, but it matches really well. It's got 353s in it.
I can see that you've painted the back side of the hood, the underside of the hood.
Yep.
And then anything special with this?
You paint the stripe first, and then you back tape.
Okay.
So you actually put white down the middle.
Uh-huh.
We ended up carrying the stripe all the way through, even into the trunk, and you basically have to channel your inner chip foose.
Yeah.
There is no way to measure from one side to the other to actually find the center point on this car. I think the first time I taped it, it took me 13-ish hours to put the tape down and the paper and all that after we had painted them.
Well, you've got 6 years, 3,500 plus hours
Somewhere in
into
there.
this car. What was the hardest part of all of that?
I think probably the bodywork part of it, and just what they always say is you need to enjoy the process, enjoy the build, and for the most part I did. But you get into that bodywork where you're doing, it all weekend long. It's rewarding to be able to say I did everything, every rivet, every bit of paint, all the stripes and all that. So it's definitely nice to be able to say that.
It's an awesome achievement. So if there was someone out there that was looking to do something like this, what would you say?
Just enjoy the process. I mean, if you want to do it, the nice thing about these cars is you can have what is effectively, an old school supercar for less than you'd buy a Camry for.
Yeah.
If you do it, do a lot of the work yourself and all that. And there's guys out there that would rather buy one than build one, which is totally fine. There's tons of these out there that you can actually buy and then sort of tweak it here and there. But just, if you think you want to do it and your significant other will allow it, then go for it.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing it in.
Thank you.